What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new zombies video, and today I have another top 5 zombies video for you guys. Today's video we're going to be going over the top 5 worst pack-a-punch locations, which was requested by Christian Gonzalez. He's the one who requested it, kind of, and so I'm pretty much doing it because of him, because he had a pretty good idea. So without further ado, let's go on to number 5. Number 5, we actually have 9, or IX, but it's considered 9. Now, you're probably wondering, 9? Why 9? Well, let's just be honest. It really isn't the safest pack-a-punch. I mean, yeah, you have to complete all the challenge fights and stuff like that. And once you do that, you can finally open the pack-a-punch. It has this weird, animation. It takes, about 15 seconds to start up. But in those 15 seconds, there's a bunch of spawn areas where the zombies and the zombie boss can start spawning that you're just basically, in short terms, you're claustrophobic. You know, you're claustrophobic, you're in this tight area, all these zombies are coming all around you, and it just defeats the purpose of a pack-a-punch location because you want to be safe. Now, if you do it towards the end of the round, then yeah, you can pack-a-punch everything and everything like that. But if you're doing it in the middle of a round or at the beginning of a round, say bye-bye to those guns, because 80% of the time you're gonna end up going down. Unless you have some type of equipment or you have your specialist on you, you're gonna go down. And this isn't really the safest one, but there is some strategic way to be safe. Coming in at number 4, we have Origins. Now, everybody loves Origins. It's one of the most beloved maps that came out in Black Ops 2 and the Chronicles Remastered in Black Ops 3. The reason why I say it really isn't that safe is because you have a lot of openings. All right, you have the dig mound. Of course, you have the mound. You have 2 open areas, and then you have a spawn area in back of the pack-a-punch, and you also have the under area where you build the stabs. Zombies can spawn from down there, so pretty much most of the time you're gonna get cornered, unless you have a staff on you or like the G-Strikes or a monkey bomb. You're gonna get cornered. You know, if you, like I said, if you're pack-a-punching in the middle of a round or the beginning of a round, you're screwed. And if the Panzer comes in on round 8, you're even more screwed, because then you have to wait for the pack-a-punch animation, and by the time you know it, the Panzer's already on you, and you just want to quit the game because you did all that work, turn on all the generators just to pack-a-punch, and say your ray gun Mark II, just to get clawed by the Panzer and go down, or to get cornered by Templar zombies and regular zombies and go down. You just want to shut the game off and just not play for like 2 weeks. Coming in at number 3, we have the Giant / RIESE. Now, in my previous video on the safest pack-a-punch locations, the reason why this one got an honorable mention, as I stated in that video, is because of the 3 openings. Now, this is why it's at number 3, because of the 3 openings. You know, if you most of this is gonna come down to doing it in the middle of the round or beginning of the round, because you can easily get cornered, like easily get cornered. Now, the reason why it's not number 1 is because you can kind of weave your way around it if you play it safe. But most of the time, once you open pack-a-punch, you're going to pack-a-punch immediately and not think about being safe, unless you're a really experienced zombies player, where there's been times where I've gone down because I'm like, okay, now I can pack-a-punch, and then I go down because of dogs, or I go down because there's like a bunch of sprinting zombies at me, and at that point, I'm just like, you know, what did I do wrong? When in reality, you're doing everything wrong because you didn't really think about it, you know? And so that's why the Giant is at number 3. The upside to it is, of course, you can open pack-a-punch really quick, but that's the downfall. That's those 3 openings. Now, coming in number 2, we actually have Buried. Now, Buried is a very good map. You know, it's not like God tier level, but it's a good map. It's a fun map. Now, the reason why it's at number 2 is because you literally have 1 entrance. You just have 1 entrance and you're going down, okay? And then you have that side barrier near the pack-a-punch, and if you make 1 wrong step and you fall off down the well, that's it. Unless you have quick revive, but that's it. You lose everything. You lose everything. You know, that's why it's number 2, is because it had a very weird spot, and I get it. You know, you have to solve the maze, you have to get through the maze, and you know, you have to go through all that. But what really hurts it the most is that it's in a really small spot, and you literally have to kill zombies on your way up. You know, you have to shoot zombies on your way up, and if you get cornered even from behind, because remember that barrier, that side barrier, if they can get you from behind, you're screwed. you know, you're screwed and there's nothing you can do about it. And you did all that, you know, like I said, just to go down, and you're just like, why? You know, like why did this happen? What did you do that made that problem? That's why Buried's at number 2. Now, like I said, Buried's a good map. It is really good, very great for casual players, but it's just the Pack-a-Punch. It's the Pack-a-Punch that is that little detriment, that it's only that little area, and you have one way in, or you can just fall down the well and just die. Now, we have one honorable mention, Transit. Now, you're probably wondering, what kind of drugs are you on? Why Transit? It's one of the worst maps ever. Hear me out. Hear me out. Yes, you have to turn on the power, you have to put your turbine down, you have to build the Pack-a-Punch. But the Pack-a-Punch is in a kind of safe area. You literally have these long hallways and all these barriers that the zombies have to go through as you're Pack-a-Punching. It takes time for them to get to you. Now that is its saving grace, that it has these long hallways and it has all these barriers. You know, let's say the barrier closest to the Pack-a-Punch, you Pack-a-Punch, let's say a hammer or an RPD. You can kill the zombies from afar and from those barriers. It really isn't that bad once you come to think about it. It's a generally safe area. And what's a bright side about this, if the turbine breaks and you have all your guns Pack-a-Punched, you have no need to go back to this Pack-a-Punch area. It's like a one and done type of deal if you have really good guns, you know. So that's why Transit gets the honorable mention, because it has space. The benefactor of it is it has space and the time it takes for the zombies to get to you. And plus, like I said, you don't really have to go back. You know, once you Pack-a-Punch, that's it. You can just stay up on top. But coming in number 1, we have Die Rise, Johnny J's favorite map of all time. He can marry the map. I don't care. This map's Pack-a-Punch sucks. Okay, this map's Pack-a-Punch is the definition of cancer. That's the best way I can put it. It's the best definition of cancer. The elevator system. The elevator system is bad. I get what they were trying to do with the keys, but this is the Victus crew. You can only carry one thing at a time. So it defeats the purpose of going to get a key, putting it in the elevator, when by the time you do all that, the Pack-a-Punch is already up. It's ready for you to get. And also, the Pack-a-Punch, the elevators, and it's mainly just the elevators that ruin it. They go up and down. So let's say you're Pack-a-Punching the Ray Gun Mark II and your AN-94. You stick it in there, and next thing you know, it starts going down. By the time you make it down to where it is, your gun's gone. Your gun is gone, and you just feel bad. You're just like, why the elevators? Why the elevators? Just why the elevators? Now, Johnny J, if you respond to this video and say why you like Die Rise, I want to know in your version, how is the elevators good? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment down below, turn on all notifications, and other than that, that's it.